Almost every activist in Nigeria has a hidden story no one know about. But Deji Adeyanju own is special. Because
do you guys even know who Bello Turuji is? Do you guys know who Bello Turuji is?
So almost 100 citizens killed within a space of 2 days for country, including law enforcement officers and military men. And the president of that country did vacation for Europe, and there is nothing wrong with it.
Oh, guys, while I know they finish show, so lawyer Deji Adeyanju and Festus Keyamo's murder case has been exposed way back to 2005 when this crime was committed. A notable Nigerian from the north was allegedly murdered by the big man, should I call him big man, lawyer Deji Adeyanju. And Festus Keyamo, being a prominent lawyer at then, was the one who actually secured his release after 4 years of trial. Meanwhile, Verydarkman has exposed one notable criminal called Bello Turuji, who has been terrorizing the north. Yes, Verydarkman made a bold statement and exposed the guy. Meanwhile, report has it that in less than 2 days, over 100 people don't buy for Nigeria in the hands of kidnapping, banditry, and a whole lot of other related terrorism that is going on in Nigeria. This is actually across Nigeria, especially in the north. And in all of this, the big man, Tinubu, is on vacation to Europe for 10 days rest. This country don't cast, so Nigerians are not happy with this. Even Peter Obi came out, made some statements regarding this travel, and a whole lot of APC supporters saw it as being political. But at the moment, Nigerians are not happy. Now, talking about this issue of Festus Keyamo, which I'll be bringing, first the video, I'll be playing the video first before any other video. Festus Keyamo has been exposed in connection with lawyer Deji Adeyanju. Yes, before this guy called the lawyer Deji Adeyanju became lawyer and started behaving and acting like a human rights activist, there were dark side, which we didn't know about him. Now, since the statement he made against Peter Obi, Nigerians are taking it upon themselves to dig out who lawyer Deji Adeyanju really is. So way back 2005, like I said earlier, there was a murder case which he was involved in, and as it stands now, this guy might be going back to prison because Nigerians are not taking this issue lightly, because a whole lot of people are now going back to dig up the case, because the case was closed with no proper a conclusion on the matter. So Nigerians are now asking, what is the end point of this crime that lawyer Deji Adeyanju was involved in? Now, let me play the first video for you guys to take a look at. Watch the end. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned, because after this video, we will be bringing you the next video of the big man himself, and the Peter, criticizing Tinubu and also exposing a lot of truth behind the over 100 people that have died within 2 days in Nigeria. Don't forget to stay tuned, because Verydarkman has also exposed another hardened criminal that has been terrorizing Nigeria.
almost every activist in Nigeria has a hidden story no one know about. But Deji Adeyanju own is special, because the man who once saved him from prison is the same man is now defending. Do you know who the man is? Festus Keyamo. On January 6, 2005, an Asin Ali, a Kano-based businessman, was tragically murdered. Deji Adeyanju, along with 3 other men, was accused of the crime. As usual, he was maintaining his innocent face, claiming he was not in Kano the day of this incident. This case was a very powerful case at then, that the whole media, the whole Nigeria was focusing on that case, because it was a full homicide case that could have ended Adeyanju's life. For 4 years, Adeyanju was in courtroom. We don't even know if judge will sentence him or not. But then, Festus Keyamo came into this story as a strong lawyer and strong human rights activist under Gandhi chamber. Before then, Keyamo already get this kind of big influence where he say it's a bank case for courtroom. Now this say Keyamo was to fight for Deji, and this case take Keyamo good 4 years. But at the end, 2009, the court discharged and acquitted Deji. They said no more evidence to nail Deji down, and they said it's not a free man. So after this Deji freedom, he didn't disappear. He changed the narrative from a man once linked to a murder case. He turned himself into an activist, the so-called voice of the voiceless. So protest starts, police wahala, riot, everything was just going on. Deji was causing issues as in fighting for the people and everybody. That thing become part of his new image that make Nigeria forgot about the murder case in 2005. But Nigerians, let's ask ourselves, why Deji is now standing with the same government he used to fight? The answer is loyalty. Loyalty to the man who saved him when it matters most. This is why activism in Nigeria is complicated. Many who shout on the street, they are not just fighting for you. They are fighting for themselves, for their past, for the men who saved them. Before you follow anyone blindly, ask who rescued them yesterday and who did they owe today. Deji Adeyanju story is not just about him. It's about how Nigeria works. Cases disappear, activists become politicians, and loyalty outweighs justice. Now the real question is, who do you think your favorite activists hold? Nigeria, this is the time. We need to wake up. We need to open our eye and know where we are going to. Because if somebody that has a bad record stands as an activist telling you that he want to fight for you,
Well, I'm not actually surprised that Nigerians are actually going back to the bad or the dark side of lawyer Deji Adeyanju, and which, in connection with Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo has been also exposed. This guy called Festus Keyamo, who is currently the Minister of Aviation, has always said that he's not interested in politics and all of that. But little do we know that he had, a lot of crime under his cover. Now, moving ahead, because we will still discuss about this issue later on in this video, Randy Peter has come up to actually analyze and criticize a whole lot of issues relating to President Tinubu's travel to the Europe, specifically UK and other parts of the country where he will be going for rest. Since the Asura, which they renovated with trillions of naira, is not good enough for him to rest, and the Lagos which they said he built from scratch, is also unconducive for him to rest. You understand? Now, Nigerians are very, very angry because regardless of all that is happening in this country, the killings, the buying of people up and down, these guys, ignores it all, and all he could think about is rest. No wonder Nigerians call him the tourist president, because he does not even stay in Nigeria. Since he became a president, he has been out of this country for over 150 times. This is one of and now he's actually making a history as one of the Nigerian presidents who have actually spent over 100 days outside the country. Now watch the video and listen to Wetin Randy Peter talk, and after which I go bring you the next video where Verydarkman exposed Bello Duruji, a popular notorious criminal. This one, a Boko Haram guy that has been terrorizing Nigeria, and he even went as far as taking the Nigerian bullion, what did they even call the armor tank, hostage, collecting it from the Nigerian army. This is how serious this issue is.
So almost 100 citizens killed within a space of 2 days for country, including law enforcement officers and military men, and the president of that country dey vacation for Europe, and there is nothing wrong with it. Nigerians are going to continue to ask us this question: which level of sufferhead and pain all of us they ready to endure as a people before we go come together, agree, say we deserve better in terms of government and leadership in this country? Because what in Nigeria get today is not governance. We don't have leadership. Nigeria has an affliction. We are governed by a plague, and this affliction is supposed to motivate and inspire us to self-redemption. And the length of time where we go allow this affliction and plague to continue go show exactly how much we love ourselves as a people. So President Tinubu don't travel, go on vacation for 10 days for Europe on his annual leave, and it's okay because the president need to go on vacation too to rest. But say this is not the first kind of overseas trip where president they do now. In fact, since President Tinubu come, now rishi name that they call all the foreign travels. You go here working visit, private working stay, working this. In October 2024, according to Punch, 17 months into office, President Tinubu and his Vice President Shetima put together spent a total of about 180 days overseas, making about 41 foreign trips. President Tinubu alone spent about 120 days in 29 trips. Remember, say by April 2nd of this year, President Tinubu traveled go France to go access the performance of his own government in a 2 weeks working visit. That particular visit made it 8 visits to France, spending more than 55 days in France alone, the president of a sovereign country. And when you talk, they go say, Shemeki no travel, he's looking for foreign investors. The question is, what is the benefit of all of this traveling and junketing? Because the result on ground shows that it is a colossal waste of taxpayer money. It is an exercise in futility. And it is even better for the president to stop the junketing and sit down, evaluate the value of these travels and fix this country. Because the only result is increase in poverty, increase in insecurity, increased borrowing from World Bank, IMF, China, borrowing for corruption and embezzlement with nothing to show, just a waste of taxpayer money. Because the so-called thing, all these deceive una, they deceive themselves looking for foreign investor. President Tinubu and APC, foreign investor, you know, if you put chain for their neck, first they made they can invest for country. If a country is peaceful and stable, economic policies are okay, the government policies are predictable, investment and investors, they be like ant and sugar, they will naturally come. No matter how you go out there to go deceive yourself, they have the parameters to know what is going on in the country. So if you like travel, they deceive yourself. If it didn't, it didn't. You just come out 2 days going out, more than almost 100 people killed in your country. BUA cement factory for Pela, they attack them. About 8 NSCDC officials killed, Chinese expatriate abducted. They say passenger bus will carry people on Sobe, Afuze, Auchi road, carried by kidnapper. Police say they don't rescue 16 people, but the total number of people were there on top of the bus, nobody know. Till now, Governor of Edo State, Okpebolo, never come out, come make statement. If not to threaten other politicians, he get voice to do that one. When you go to Borno, more than 50 civilians killed, not counting the soldiers that were killed. And this is what you call leadership. And now waiting some APC people go come online to come defend the indefensible, because you are amongst men most miserable. And the only reason why when they give this kind of I don't care leadership is because power does not come to from the people when it comes to you. When are not the 2027 election, there might even be no plan to conduct an election because the only plan is to rig. There is no other. Look at what they do for rivers where they so feel put on top their papa head for there. Look at what they do for by-elections. So Nigerians, I take God beg una. There is no Messiah coming to help any of us for this country. You fit get good reason not to put mouth for anything in Nigeria, but as long as we are here, this country can happen to anybody. Anybody is a potential victim. Things go happen, we no go protest, we no go come out, come talk. Everything just they go on because they test our capacity to take bad government. Unfortunately, Nigeria is not governed by leaders. We have political businessmen in public office who pretend once in a while to attend to things of government. But in the meantime, their main business is they see the whole citizens as customers for their private businesses. Since the day when the issue of Dangote happened for Auchi till today, you know how many other people with trailers don't kill for this country. A lot of them, nobody will hear of it. That is why I continue to insist. We must fix government. If we not fix government, we are wasting our time. We go take 1 step forward, 20 steps backward. Government, where they collect tax, they collect revenue, they collect loan. Waiting there they do. Who should be doing the work of government for them in the name of God? I take God beg us Nigerians. All of us must wake up and decide to put a spotlight on government and leadership. We need peace in this country. People know if they die like this when we are not fighting a war with another country. What is going on in Nigeria? Share the value of human life not come be anything again. My dear APC supporters, my prayer for you be say make you no die. May you live and experience good governance and leadership so that you cannot stay amongst men most miserable. Because this failed government, you know, they select as it they happen for north, as it they happen for south, for east. Everybody, anybody can happen to. Tomorrow you go see clowns go carry themselves as saying our governors go they do baba bye bye baba ekabo because you don't have work. You are psychophants in chief. This is what leadership has been reduced to. Nigerians, I beg you, we must unite and fix leadership. This is not how a people should be governed. President Tinubu, enjoy your vacation. Now you gonna be the relax and chop chairman. Enjoy your life.
One thing for sure is that Brandy Peter spits facts, and Nigerians are always, in support of everything he says because, of course, he actually comes up with a lot of facts. I mean, Peter Obi also criticized Tinubu's travel, stating that the country at the moment is bleeding and needs his attention. He needs to begin to travel to more states in Nigeria than he travels out of the country. And again, if there's this good thing out there that he likes, that it makes him leave the country, he should try and bring it home. You understand? Why travel outside the country, and leave the Nigerian people, in total despair? And now, as it stands, these leaders are so-called leaders who end up, spending 8 years in office or 10 years in office, and at the end of the day, when they fall sick, they'll be flown abroad, and probably most of the time they die over there. These are the things they would have come, bring home. Those hospitals, those fine doctors, they feel okay, they can attend to them and all of that. But then, since they don't value the lives of Nigerians, they go about, making sure that Nigeria remain in abject poverty. Verydarkman has over time emphatically stated that this present administration is the worst. And, he has always been bringing facts about them. And this particular one, I'm going to be showing a clip of banditry in Kaduna State, where the so-called Bello Duruji has been, terrorizing not just one state. He goes to any state of his choice, by people and move on, and the government does not even have the right to actually, pin him down. Watch the video, guys, and stay tuned, because after this, we'll discuss this issue of Festus Keyamo, lawyer Deji Adeyanju, who may be on his way to prison as we speak.
Should I talk about what's going on in Castina? Do you guys even know who Bello Duruji is? Do you guys know who Bello Duruji is? A lot of Nigerians don't even know. I talked about Bello Duruji the other day. Somebody was looking at me like, nigga, what are you talking about? Bro, that guy hold North hostage. He go now waka go one state. By people come out. This thing I tell you that happen for Nigeria as we speak. He go carry like 200 people. Go inside bush. Naklang the women. The other time, he sees army tank.
والجهاد بإذن الله تعالى الله أكبر هذا بلو والجهاد الله أدرتامو تاغوتا نيجيريا من كايسو الله أكبر والجهاد بإذن الله تعالى الله أكبر Naguta Nigeria Allah adirtamu Allahu Akbar
Ammo tank. Ammo tank. That truck. That tank. He sees them. This guy get machineries. As we speak now, according to what I heard and my research, they get over 30,000 soldiers for inside bush. Bro, Bello Duruji is just same year, 9 they bomb me and him, 1994. But bro, they don't report all of this. They don't push it out there. They push some irrelevant nonsense online for everybody to see. Things they go on for this country where a lot of people don't know. And this is why I try as much as possible to go to the crime scene. So that I feel like, say, bro, Nigeria don't cast. And instead of these people to look for solution, they would rather look for a way to do damage control. We are fucked. We are actually in a mess right now. But a lot of you don't know it. So what they are trying to do with Traore now is, boom, Traore. It's not even about Traore. That's the craziest part. It's not about Traore. It's not about Traore. It's not. It's not about Traore. It's about the media. They want to control it. They don't want to talk negative about them. But at the same time, they don't want to work. May God help us. Where Nigeria they go now, may God help us. But yeah, the youth, you need to be active. You need to really be active. The country is going somewhere that I don't like. Again, see, these people, they know what they are doing. All this one, 2027, they come. They don't want a situation where we say, okay, yes, some people can't use their influence for social media to exploit their votes or communicate to cause any problem. Because they know that 2027 will be messed up. Messed up in what sense? It will not be really fair if we're telling ourselves the truth. So they need to calm down on the media. They don't do one cyber crime act bill recently, where they say, if somebody's talking to you on the phone, if you record it, if you're this one, if you're 2 years jail time, 2 years jail time, boom, all these things now to cover. This is the elites working. These are the rich men working. This is the politicians working. They want to cover their tracks on everything. Corruption is everywhere. What if Traore talk? Say una be thieves? Did he lie? Coastal Highway. Collected money for Coastal Highway. Where is it? The Benin Delta Road, where is it? You stop subsidy, say you want to use the money to develop the country. Where's the development? That you stop borrowing money, but you're still borrowing. Shall you see? These people, they just want to control. They just want to be in control. We are in a mess. But of course, we're not going to understand.
Still on the matter where they solve. So when I don't see how now, Verydarkman has exposed a whole lot of people in this country. This is one of the reasons the government is sponsoring different bodies to actually shut him down. Meanwhile, let's chook mouth for this issue of lawyer Deji Adeyanju. One thing for sure is that P2B's popularity cannot be actually measured. This guy has the people's love, and for this, if you come for him, you are the victim, and if he come for you, you are still the victim. So, Lawyer Deji Adeyanju has over time been criticizing Peter Obi, even going as far as saying that Peter Obi actually tried to bribe him. Peter Obi, where we all know, say he know they give shishi. You understand? How come, do you think Peter Obi will now bribe you? Lawyer Deji Adeyanju has no political career, for instance. What does Peter Obi stand to gain in bribing a failed lawyer? You understand? No wonder the big man himself, Verydarkman, distanced himself from him. Ever since then, lawyer Deji Adeyanju has lost relevance, always running around like, ranting like a small dog. You understand? Seeking for relevance. Anytime he wants people to actually pay attention to him, he goes as far as granting one audience in one popular podcast and all of that. And then, boom, he talks about Peter Obi because, of course, who else could give him the popularity? Who else could give him the attention? So at this point, he don't really get that attention and spotlight where him they look for, because obedience and Nigerians are not actually toying with this issue. They are going far back as 2005, where he was allegedly involved in a murder of a popular, northern businessman. This businessman we are talking about, is very, very popular, and he has a lot of connection in government. A lot of people who were involved in that case they kpied all of them. Some of them were kpied by hanging. Some of them, went to prison for a lot of years, and probably at the end of the day, all of them kpied. But lawyer Deji Adeyanju was fortunate that Festus Keyamo, a hardened criminal that all of us didn't know, you understand, who has always been like, I am not part of the government and all of that. I'm not politicians. I'm just a lawyer who is fighting for the goods of Nigerians. We know that a recent development has revealed that Festus Keyamo is known for, involvement in criminal cases, in the courts. He is known for being very, very victorious. So he took up the matter. For 4 good years, they were battling this issue after a series of, months or years spent in prison by lawyer Deji Adeyanju. Now, Deji Adeyanju, upon getting his, victory, or upon his release, turned to become an activist, using this issue of activism to actually cover his past crime. But then Nigerians are not, blind. Nigerians are not fools. You understand? They have also gone to do their research. One thing is that Nigerians are quick to actually follow a person or a character without first of all finding out who this character is, the past of the character, and why is this character playing this particular role at this point in time. Like, for instance, if Nigeria had done their research properly before, giving this lawyer Deji Adeyanju, who I could possibly say fame misroad. Yes, popularity just misroad, enter in hand. Nigerians just gave him this fame and popularity, you understand, at the platter of gold. He gets through the help of Verydarkman. If Nigeria had done their research properly, this guy wouldn't have been having this spotlight. He would have been like one of those charge and bail lawyers out there. Of course, still, he doesn't even have any proper cases handling other than running around claiming that he's an activist, which is actually one of the things that is actually keeping him relevant in the society. Other than that, this guy called Deji Adeyanju is just but a nobody in the society. Now, Festus Keyamo is the one to be blamed for actually freeing a hardened criminal like lawyer Deji Adeyanju. Meanwhile, we are still expecting that the case should be opened, because the way Nigerians are pressuring the matter, there could be a revisit. Of course, there's always a revisit of a case, no matter how many years the case would have been closed. So, anticipate more of these videos, because as the matter unfolds, either the court reopens the case or whatever that happens, I'll keep you guys updated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and also stay connected by turning on the notification button so you get notified anytime videos like this drop. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you on my next video. For now, I'm out.